Y'all planning for this?
Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Perfect RIA Tips from the Trenches. I'm your co-host and co-founder, Micah Shalansky. And as you know, I have a very successful practice up in Alaska. I work with clients all over the United States and helping them achieve their retirement goals. And one of the things that we do is I like to share this information out with other advisors. And I was coaching with an advisor the other day. And one of the questions that he brought up is, Micah, I know that you can look at a text string and in 30 seconds or some number lower than that, know exactly what the client's taxes are going to be, but I can't do that. How do I do this? Well, I really appreciated the confidence from that advisor. It does take me longer than 30 seconds to review a tax return, but so I have goals to aspire to as well. But a couple of pro tips that are there. Number one, on my desk, I keep the 2022 or current year retirement RTS, Retirement Tax Service Tax Guide. I keep this on my desk. I keep it in my conference room. You can hear it jiggling around. I just picked it up. I keep this document with me. Why? Because it really helps me with the key tax data that I need. The other thing that I'm really good at is, again, I specialize with federal employees. I can quickly calculate their pension. I know what their Social Security is. Therefore, I can do a quick addition to find out how much a month in income they're going to have. Then I can multiply that by 12, and I can see, great, what's their annual income going to be? Now, because I have that quick little handy RTS tax guide, guess what? Now I know what their income is. Let's say they have $2,000 a month in FERS benefits. Maybe they have $3,000 a month in Social Security. For simplicity, we're going to say that's all taxable just to make my math really easy. That's $5,000 a month, but they want to spend $8,000. Okay, perfect. Now I got $8,000 a month. I got to take $3,000 a month, maybe out of an IRA account. Okay, excellent. So now I know I have $96,000 a year in income that they're going to want to spend. Well, $96,000 a year is probably going to put us around that 12% tax bracket. Unless I got to take tax out, it's going to bump us into the 22% tax bracket. Remember, we have that standard deduction that we get to deduct. So this is quickly what I'm going to look at and say, you know what, they're probably going to be in that neighborhood of that 22% tax bracket. Now, any decision that I make is going to be affected at that 22% rate. I don't look at their effective tax rate. I only look at their marginal tax rate. Why? Effective tax rate is an interesting calculation that TurboTax gives you, but I do all planning off marginal because anything I do with this client will be taxed at 22%. If I do a Roth conversion, it's taxed at 22%. It doesn't matter. Their effective rate is 7.92%. Their marginal rate on that new money is all 22. So it's really important to understand the difference. Also effectively communicate this with client. This is great. You've already filled up these other brackets. So now anything we do is at this 22% rate. The other thing I love about this RTS guide is also tells me what the tax rates are going to go to under current tax law in 2026. So now I got to look and say that 22% rate is going to turn into a pumpkin. You're going to see more than a 10% increase in your taxes because your tax bill is going to go to your tax rate is going to go to 25%. Yes, I know I'm rounding. It's okay, but it's going to go to 25%. So if we had a choice, would we rather pay taxes today at 22% or tomorrow at 25%? Clients are like, well, probably 22% today. Great. I agree. This means we need to start transferring money into some Roth IRA accounts for some tax-free focus. So don't overcomplicate the taxes. Look at the income, look at the desired spending, and do some quick math in there to determine where a client is at. Also, I want to look at this from a 10-year approach, but that one I'm going to use a computer for when I do that. But for a quick 1 year at a time, you can use the RTX reference guide. You can use a couple of quick tips in order to quickly and accurately get where the client's taxes are and help give them actionable advice in that meeting. Until next time, happy planning.
Hold on before we go. Something that you need to know. This isn't tax, legal, or investment advice. That isn't our intent. Information designed to change lives. Financial planning can make you thrive. Start today, don't think twice. Be a better husband, father, mother, and wife.